Yo, what is up, guys? It is Ark Investing here, and today we are bringing you Exposing Phonies ETF video, guys. Options L, break it down.
Listen, man, we are talking about Ark. You guys have all been pushing Ark. This is the biggest, most phony, most fraudulent ETF of all time. This is where you stash your money if you want to lose.
Look at that expense ratio.
Money. The expense ratio, it all comes down to the expense ratio. You guys realize a 0.75 expense ratio
0.75
is 30 to 75 times more expensive than other ETFs. This is absolutely unreal. We're talking a point, for in case you guys are wondering, a 0.75, right? Expense ratio. You know how much money that's going to cost you in the long run? Let's say you have a simple, I don't know, it's you got in your retirement portfolio, right? Let's say for 50 years. You know how much it's going to cost you? Let's say at the end of the day you have a modest like $100 million in your portfolio, right? After you invest in this Ark thing.
Yeah.
It's literally going to cost you 45% of that investment. It's going to cost you $45 million in opportunity costs, guys. Think about that. You could have 145 million or 100 million.
Boom.
You pick a real ETF like VU, right, from Vanguard.
Yeah, boom.
No expense ratio, like 0.02%, 0.01%.
You know what we call VU? You know what we call VU on the Slack? Vroom, because we're just vrooming off, dude. This thing is a freaking home run pick. I mean, have you guys ever heard of VU? Something called the S&P 500. I'm sure a lot of these low rollers don't even know what that is.
Ream. They're taking your money. It's GME all over again. It's literally you taking your money, you put it into an ETF, and then guess who's taking that money? That ETF and the expense ratio.
I mean,
you don't need a 0.75% expense ratio. Are you kidding me?
I mean, look at the net assets, 18 billion.
Think about that. What is 0.75 times 18 billion?
Absolutely cringe.
So they're saying it's going to cost $135 million to run their company?
I mean, look at their top 10 holdings. Tesla, Roku, Square, Spotify? We already called these stocks. They're not home runs no more.
They're just basically what they're doing is like they probably have an insider on our Slack and they're 2 years behind. They're probably still getting those old messages. They're looking back through our fucking chat channels and they're seeing that, oh, you know, I'm going to get in on Tesla because, you know, on the Slack it says get in on Tesla in 2016.
I mean, look at these holdings. Snap? Innovation?
Like people are like, oh, they're, you know, they're on the forefront. They're on, you know, the disruptors in the world. You're telling me Snapchat? Seriously, that's the investment you want to make? Snapchat? Nobody uses Snapchat anymore. It's a waste.
It's cringe. I mean, what else they got in here? PagerDuty? PagerDuty? Unity? Come on, guys. We all know Roblox is coming out in a couple months.
Roblox is better than Unity. CryEngine. You ever heard of CryEngine? Nobody builds on Unity. Every time you play a Unity game, you know, my kids are always talking about, man, Unity sucks, man. It absolutely sucks. I'm like, yeah, I'm not investing in Unity because my kids, all 4 of my kids, they're big, quote-unquote, gamers. I'm cutting them off.
This is ridiculous. 13, Zoom? I mean, like, we all know that. I mean, Zoom is done and dusted. You know, my dad has a friend at a pharmaceutical company, and he had his whole... 10 board members vaccinated so they can go back to in-person meetings again, and half of them are below 40. I mean, these people aren't even at risk. Zoom is done and dusted. People are getting vaccinated now.
Nobody wants to... Guys, Zoom? Are you kidding me? Zoom. Nobody wants to talk over Zoom. It's for losers,
and
man.
And
Tencent?
Tencent?
Tencent is literally a Chinese knockoff. It's a horrible company. Don't invest in China. You're exposed to these outside influences that you have absolutely no control over. At any moment, Tencent could lose
Nintendo?
over 80% of its value, guys. Nintendo? Oh my god. These
where are the picks? Where's the eBay? Where's the Funko? Where's the Panasonic? I mean, where's Waste Management? You talk about innovation. They're the only waste company.
They gotta have Cloudflare in there, right?
No, they don't even have Cloudflare.
What? I mean, they're basically Ark is like the boomer
Quote
investment,
unquote,
basically.
this is an innovation company and they're investing in Morgan Stanley. Morgan freaking Stanley? That's like a low rollers bank. That's the sort of bank you go to if you've got $2-3 million. I mean, once you pass that, who deals with Morgan Stanley?
It's absolutely unreal.
I mean,
Basically, this is investing in this is like maybe not even one step up. I was going to say one step up, but I honestly think it's on par with investing solely in municipal bonds,
yeah,
dude.
this
That's
is
what it's like. It's like a bond investment.
this is crazy. I mean, let's look at the top 10 holdings of this fintech. Actually, let's just look at all the holdings. I mean, let's see what this sort of. I mean, Square, Zillow, PayPal, 10 cent again, Shopify. Shopify's not fintech. Amazon, Snapchat again. What does Snap do that's fintech? Yo, what is up, guys? We're doing an interview with some ARK investors right now. Options Al, take it away.
All right, guys, let's hear it. Let's hear it. So these guys, these are some certified people here who's claimed that ARK investment is what they invested in. I want to hear how big are your portfolios? How much do you have invested?
So currently, right now, I have a quarter of my portfolio invested into ARK, and I'm still holding on a quarter of that in cash, which I'm about to put into more ARK ETFs, such as ARKK.
But how
And
much
now,
do you, in total, do you have invested, like, of
um,
market?
about like $8,000.
Sure. And if I are you just with the normal ARK ETF, or are you holding a special one?
No, I'm holding ARKF right now. I'm gonna buy more ARKK, but I'm waiting for a pullback. And
Sure.
that's why
Like,
I'm putting it in
so
cash.
what are your like top like what are your like if out of the holdings of ARKF, what are your favorites?
Ooh, probably Square. I mean, if that's Kathy's favorite, that's my favorite, honestly. And also whoever, I mean, on ARKK,
I mean,
I
guys,
mean,
this guy's a
Tesla
total
is
low
perfect.
roller.
I mean, I've
We're
been holding
talking
Tesla
$7,000 to
forever as well.
$8,000 in his
And
ARK portfolio. I mean, this
ARKK
guy doesn't.
nailed it.
I don't even know
Tesla,
people even called him
10% of
investor.
it. It's just pure Tesla. And they bought $1.5 billion of Bitcoin, so that exposes it to even fintech stuff.
So you would say your three top investments are Square, Tesla in 2021, and Bitcoins?
I mean, yeah.
All right, have we got anyone else that wants to take here? Anyone else that got to say anything about ARK?
I'm just pissed I didn't buy Ark.
I think Cal here introduced me to it, and I looked at it and was really impressed with recent returns, and kind of saw that a lot of the recent gains in their ETFs.
Listen to this guy
are
speak.
from Tesla, because they're heavily weighted in Tesla, like 10%.
Listen to this
But
guy.
I was just kind of interested in the whole idea behind what she's bringing into it. You know what I mean?
And if I just this is like a full form question. What do you guys think about the expense ratio?
The 0.75 expense ratio. I'm not
It's
entirely
cheap.
sure.
You think
It's
that's
cheap still.
It's
It's
cheap?
cheap. Like, what? She gives us 100% returns per year, and we just pay her like 0.7%.
This guy is a
I
total
just
low
bought
roller.
ARKG at around $100 a few weeks ago. I'm already up to like 12% on that position. So 0.75 doesn't really affect that too much.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't done the math on that.
What do you think it would be?
These guys are investors and they haven't done
0.75%.
the math on expense ratios.
How does it make
So
you feel?
You realize Kathy Wood isn't going to be this great investor forever.
So what I think is, because I just learned about the ARK funds not too long ago, and I'm a big, I couldn't agree with you.
I gotta ask you a question. How big is your portfolio before you start talking?
I have 3 different portfolios, all under 100,000.
Okay. So you would say you have under $2 million invested in the market?
Yeah, in total probably 175, 180.
Okay, so like a solid low roller. Go ahead.
Yep. So I just learned about the ARK funds not too long ago, and for me, it's not a long-term. It's not something I see myself holding 50 years from now. I'm just kind of comparing the returns, hoping that the returns are going to offset those fees. Maybe if I hold it for 1 year or less, even, I'm going to see a return higher than that, 0.75.
Like, I don't know what you mean. Like, Ark isn't going to be this big thing for the next like 50 years.
See, I totally agree with you. That's probably the best thought your low roller brain has come up with, right? That Ark is not going to be a big thing, period. So, if you guys are listening to this, remember, do not invest in Ark. Look at the people who are investing in
I
Ark.
asked you about the math and you can't even answer.
This is insane. I mean, this is literally an example of low rollers in the flesh. These guys have less than $500,000 in their portfolio, guys. I mean, it's insane. We're actually doing a live stream right now, guys. We wanted to show all our viewers that you guys
answer simple questions about the math and you want to keep talking.
What? Okay, ask the question.
Like, dude, okay. It's like that dude from Fidelity from a long time
Just listen, guys. If you're listening right now, listen to the low roller fear, the low roller anger, dude. Let them go. Let's hear it, low rollers.
You don't hold this stuff for that long, you know. You just hold it for like a year or two.
A prime example of short-term investing. I mean, this is crazy, guys. I mean, has anyone else got any crazy things to throw out there before we continue?
You don't have to pay capital gains tax if it's over a year and a day.
Look at these guys. I mean, they're all just leaving the chat. They can't defend their positions. I mean, they're just throwing out random statements that don't make any sense.
Imagine having a sub.
I mean, if you're insulting them, calling them low rollers, I would too.
What do you mean? It's nothing wrong with being a low roller. If you got less than 500,000, maybe $1 million in your account, you're a low roller. Big deal.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care. If I'm making money, I'm making money.
Yeah,
if you have under $500,000, traditionally it's if you have under $2 million, you're considered a low roller. Under $500,000, under some people's definitions, that's considered a no roller.
I mean, can you even call yourself an investor if you got less than 500K? So you got no skin in the game.
Okay, so
who cares?
So basically, your average retail investor portfolio.
No, we don't sell any courses. What are you talking about?
It's literally just retail investors. This entire fucking chat is just retail investors. Who cares?
So the average net liquidating value of the retail investor, just in the U.S., not just here in Wall Street Bets, but that's around $40,000 for your.
No, that's not.
What American has 40,000? You can make like $100 grand working at Chick-fil-A, dude.
I'm saying the average brokerage account. Average brokerage account. Not many people that work at Chick-fil-A are trading stock.
No, I would say the bottom 10%, maybe the bottom 12% of America has a sub $300,000 portfolio. The average American portfolio for your just middle class, everyday American is probably between $1 and $7 million.
You're forgetting about all the people in poverty, but the average account is in a brokerage account. Not in an IRA.
We're not talking about low roller accounts, okay? We're just talking about the average American.
Okay.
Listen to these low rollers deluding themselves. The absolute low roller mind is just a delusion. Can't face the facts.
If you're looking for the whales, if you want to talk to the whales of the world, you came to the wrong place. Wall Street Bets is a place where you come from in the lab.
Why would you come here to talk to like big people? Like, what the fuck?
We're doing a video essay on ARK investors and
a video essay. You're just eating shit. You don't know basic math.
What do you ask your math question? Your mic sounds terrible, by the way. Where'd you get that from?
It's why
would you spend like $200 on that?
Yeah, would you get some USB mics and Blue Yeti shit? Like, what is that? Like $400 mic?
What year are you in school? What are you talking about, dude?
What do you mean? I'm out of school. What are you talking about?
I already graduated.
Oh, that's weird.
We're not doing it. We're not doing a school project. That's just holy moly. Have you got like some $300 mic or something?
You're so you don't even know how to do this properly. Like, you have to get people on the hook if you really want to troll them.
We're not trolling.
Listen to what is your portfolio size before you start talking? What's your portfolio size?
Why would the money matter?
You don't even know what a put option is.
Like, you're just a piece of shit.
You don't even know what
you're just upset.
Ask your question.
These low rollers are absolutely angry. Just listen to them and think about who's the calm person in this situation and who's the person losing their mind.
Yes, you sound calm.
This is a prime example of why you shouldn't invest in ARK. You're associating yourselves with these types of people.
Dude, okay. If you really want
to, people in this call are massively invested in ARK. If you want to be like the people in this call, invest in ARK. If you don't want to be like the people in this call, if you're a low roller, you're an aspiring low roller out there, you're a medium roller, you want to get up right to something meaningful in life.
All right, I'm about
invest
to
in something smart. Invest in Panasonic.
Yeah, but you're
And
investing
that's
another
why-
$1,000. What are you bragging about your promotion at McDonald's? Put some serious cash in
Financial advisor,
there.
guys.
Fucking tool bags.
Put
You
some-
don't even know what a fucking put option is. I told you
I'm
I'm
not-
short pussy.
okay.
You thought I was fucking
Who
bearish.
said that? Who said
You're a
that?
fucking retard, dude.
Who said to
Go
invest in
fucking read a
Panasonic?
book.
Panasonic is a great investment. What are you guys talking
Who said
about?
that? Who said that? Was that Dirty Socks?
No, it was Jandel. Jandel was saying to do it.
Do you know who the biggest manufacturer of EV batteries in the world is?
You're a fucking retard.
Dude,
You can throw insults at me all you want, but you just can't.
You can throw.
You can throw.
These are the people who lost billions of dollars in GameStop.
You guys
Billions
can
of
throw
dollars.
insults at you all you want.
Oh, you fucking abbo, why don't you go fuck a kangaroo?
I'm not even from Australia. I live in Texas, Austin.
Oi, mate.
All right, let's take this back and let's
Okay,
finish
I
it
don't
up.
care.
Boy, mate, I'm madder than a cut
Yeah,
snake.
what's the
eh?
conclusion?
You guys
What do you
are-
guys
The
have, like,
conclusion
a
is-
final
You guys are mad
paragraph?
'cause I'm up
Is
12%
that like
on my ARK
some script
in
written
2
to
weeks.
go off with, or what?
The
12%
conclusion
That's
is
what
that
you
our
guys are
viewers on our Slack.
Listen, don't go on the internet and get
The conclusion is that our Facebook group
Why don't you
members
go
are
fuck
gonna
a
see.
kangaroo, mate?
They're gonna see a true low roller in
Why don't
action,
you
a
go
true
fuck a
ARK
kangaroo?
investor.
Go
You
fuck
take your
yourself while
father's
you're at
money
it, because
and
I
then you
fucked your mother
invest it.
last night.
What are you
Take your
guys so
father's
mad
money and
at?
you invest it.
I did. I took
make
a.
a
I
bunch more
took.
money
My dad gave me
when you
$250,000
lose it all.
I
to
took
start
your mother's
investing.
anal virginity last night. Yeah, mate. And then I let the kangaroo fuck her.
I just do not get you guys.
You're gonna outro others, bro.
Yeah. Now who's mad? You fucking.
I'm not. I'm not mad at all. I'm just explaining to you guys.
Yeah, you're
Oi,
just
mate, you want beans on
You're a fucking
toast?
tool.
Do you guys want the? Hey, guys! I paused the video. I paused the video. Do you guys want to get a link to the channel before I go? Or are we all good?
fucking take a math
I'll
class.
take it. Wait, give it to me. Give it to me.
I could take a math class. That's funny because both me and Chad went to school for statistical analysis.
So you're mad about the expense ratio?
Hey, if you want a link, I guess.
Nope, I'm happy about my 12%
Give
gains
me.
in 2 weeks. 12% in 2 weeks on my ARK
I'm,
fund.
come on, you're bragging about 12%.
Imagine 12% on like what is this guy?
Dude, my
$85,000
dad's hedge
portfolio
fund.
or
My
whatever?
dad's hedge fund shorted GameStop after it hit like $300, and he's up like 95%.
I'm up 120% on my ARK.
Obviously, if you can't fucking do the
Imagine
math,
probably
you're
having
retarded.
millions and begging and fucking bragging about how you got millions.
You don't have to
I
do
don't
that.
have millions of
Some
dollars.
random
I'm
guy
just
who's
saying my
probably
dad's fund
No
that
one
he's in.
brags about having millions, dude. Having millions is meaningless. Nothing in life, dude. Like if you have like, for
I
instance,
guarantee you here, everyone in this call makes less than $250,000
I
a
have
year.
a $35 million trust. I'm not bragging about because it's basically a medium roller move. Okay, my family's not some super wealthy family.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not
just-
like we're not playing around with Jeff Bezos, you know.
Kangaroos? Do you fuck kangaroos?
I'm from Austin, but whatever.
You sound like
Wait,
you're
let's
from
go back.
Austin,
I just want to wrap up.
mate. I'm from fucking Canada.
All right,
mate.
I'll join it. Yo, guys, I mean that is a first-hand example. A first-hand example of the type of people that invest in ARK. I mean, you got anything to close this out? Options, Al?
Just listen to how mad they got, first of all, when they were just identified as low rollers. I asked them about ARK. I told them how ARK would cost them $46 million in the long run. And what did they say? They didn't care at all. Not one bit.
That is it. This has been one of the greatest videos that we've ever done. This is Oracle Investing out. Financial Fair. Goodbye.